being intimidated by going to a networking event or anything like that, don't be. Label it as meeting friends.
Meeting friends, yeah.
Okay, welcome. It's the very first vlog ever. Well, I'm so glad to have you because you are actually one of the people who inspired the vlog itself. I think the thing that most impacted me was what you said when you moved from your other town to the town where your university is in. And could you tell us a bit more about that?
So I moved here from Calgary, so now my college is in Edmonton. And when I first moved up here, it was like a very different environment. So people that I met in the college is very different than the groups that I used to kind of hang out with in Calgary. So a lot of university professors, a lot of people from different cities, so everything was new. And I guess I originally was scared to step up, and starting any new initiative is, you feel like it's a risk-taking environment. So it was challenging, but like I met you through the initiative that I went.
So you've never been taught about networking before or anything like that. So what made you want to attend this event?
Coming right out from high school, I didn't really expect, I didn't have any expectations on what I should do, like networking wise at the university. So initially I feel like my lack of knowledge regarding this really helped me sort of be unafraid to take on it. I didn't know it was going to be like a whole new adventure. It was more of something a gray area for me, networking, connecting with people. But because I was sort of unafraid, I should say, I did it. And then the reward is meeting everyone who inspires me.
Yeah, so networking, so intimidating. What, would you go to another one of these events?
I would definitely go. So it opened my eyes to a new group of people or a new way of interaction. So if I could go to a different event in a completely different setting, it would be intimidating and I would be the person in the room who wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But going to event, going in and coming out, I would be a totally different person with totally different perspective on how I should newly interact with people. So in that sense, I would go.
Like the word networking to me, like the minute something is labeled and has the word networking, I'm like, oh no, that's not for me.
I feel like it has been used in such a way that it formalizes something or formalizes like a relationship. But if you actually go, that's not really the case. So I wouldn't call this networking. I would call it meeting friends.
Yeah. Before you went to this event, did you know anyone in Edmonton?
I didn't know anyone in Edmonton. So it was my first year in college, coming right off from high school. I knew a couple friends who was attending the college, but I was never really too familiar with it. So in a sense, I had two challenges. The first is actually getting used to college life, and second is getting used to a new city. So initially, I thought the best way to kind of get used to my new environment was just to focus on academics. So that's what I did in September. I started going to every single class, attending all the lectures, taking notes, trying to do my best. But in the back of my mind, I always felt like I'm missing the inspiration. So why am I doing all these studying where I'm just gonna be sitting in this desk trying to figure out what I want to do or try to kind of adapt to my environment. So one thing that I know that has always worked for me was finding who inspires me. So that could be coming from anyone. I began to meet more people who inspired me, and before I knew I was part of a city, I needed these people, and then in, I guess, reversal, they needed me because I started working this summer at the university. So meeting people more so than just focusing on academics, that really helped me connect better and feel like this is my new home.
We finished our first vlog, yay!
I feel like I did dance too.
I know.